144. I'm back. Scott. You ever seen Evil Dead where you have to force the Evil Dead under the floorboard and latch it and all that jazz?
Mm-hmm.
To me, I won. Hello, everyone. My name is Taylor, and I'm joined by my co-hosts, Bree and Sam. And you're listening to No Limits PlayStation Podcast, episode 144. Remember, you can find the video version of this pod over on youtube.com/SaveTheGameMedia every Tuesday. And while you're over there, make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you would rather listen to audio, we are on all your favorite podcast services, and we would love it if you could leave us a review. It helps us grow, and we would love any feedback. If you want to support us and get early access to all Save the Game Media content, head over to patreon.com/SaveTheGameMedia and choose the tier that's right for you, just like our current patrons did. Alpaca Tom, Fabulous Brianna's mom, Nikolai Knight, Brendan Myers, Marcus and Lillian, David Hotright, Dave Hart, the Xbox Expansion Pass, Lee Navarro, Sol Cannon, Rick Davis, Todd Oxtra, and Brandon Dastremski. Oh, is that Brandon, our Brandon? Yeah, I just made that connection now. Thanks, Brandon. Also, interact with us in the Discord. Links are all in the show notes. Hello, friends.
Greetings.
It's me.
Good to have you back.
You too. Bree, is that a new tattoo on your right arm?
I've had this since January.
Yeah.
This one's my newest one.
Oh, right. I remember that.
But, yeah.
Awesome.
That didn't go the way you thought.
Why do you think I asked the question, Sam?
Hey, it's better to ask than not ask at all. I'm not chastising you. I'm just pointing out you were expecting it to be a new tattoo.
Sam, are you wearing a flannel pullover, or is that a felt pullover, or is that like a robe? What is that?
It's just like I don't even know what you would call it. Like a
shirt,
sort of like a wearable towel, like where it's got like a hood to it, but it's just sort of like a nice, cozy.
Are you talking about like the blanket hoodies?
I mean, I guess I wouldn't know how to specifically determine and categorize it.
Yeah, they're called Oodies.
Yeah, never using that word.
Oodies is a gluten-free bread, Bree.
No, it's if you look up blanket hoodie, it's OODIE.
I see. Because Oodies, the gluten-free bread, is UDI. I'm not a gluten-free person because I'm not one of those people, but I had a friend in college who was, and I know he always got Oodies bread.
Yeah, but it's just a comfortable thing. Weather's pretty poor here in the UK right now, so I just needed something cozy,
I wish.
Right now it's like 80 degrees Fahrenheit where I am.
Let's see. It was sunny. So hot yesterday.
And it's sunny, and I don't have my AC set up yet.
Right now it's only 63, but what's happening is it's doing the San Francisco thing where it's like foggy and colder in the mornings, and then it burns off, and then it gets really hot.
Yeah. Fair enough.
You say hi?
Aw. Okay. How are you doing, people?
Sam?
Whoa. Yeah, I'm doing right. I've been busy doing things with IGN, which has been fun, both in terms of general project work, but also I've now managed to sort of branch out a little bit and do some video capture, script writing, voiceover for some videos on the YouTube channel as well now, which is cool.
How many comments are you getting? This guy's voice is really awesome.
Most of them have like kiss emojis and are all written in Russian. So I think it's either there are tons of bots or I have lots of Russian fans. One of the two.
So
Could be both.
Voiceovers
Yeah,
on IGN?
What?
On IGN or Save the Game?
No, on IGN.
That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah. So appreciate those opportunities, even though that has sort of, again, as always, absorbed some of the free time that I thought I would have, considering the projects have died down a little bit now. Yeah, no, I'm in good spirits though. I think I've been enjoying the Summer Game Fest week. It's been okay overall. Interested to see what Xbox does today at time of recording. So yeah, all good on my front. All good.
Silk Song is getting a release date. You heard it here first.
Yeah. Bet money on it.
Nice.
He did joke about the trailer, so
And then we got Resident Evil at the end in the same way that he joked about Resident Evil.
mm-hmm.
It's happening. It's happening.
Fair point. How about you, Bree? Tired?
Mm-hmm. I am tired. I've been on a really sad streak of reading not good fan fictions.
I hate when that happens.
I hate when it happens too. So I think I'm gonna go back to reading my book series rather than like my fan fiction. I'm in like a third of the way through one right now, and it's about, I think it's like 200,000 words or something like that. So I'm about a third of the way through that one, and so I'm gonna take a little bit of a break from that one. I'm a little bit, I've been a little bit bummed out about that. But the books I've been reading have been really good, so win some, lose some, I guess. So yeah, pretty good. Other than that, disappointment.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
Okay. What about you?
I've been all right. Work's been kind of crazy the past couple weeks, just like busy. I might still need to travel cross country for a work trip that I still don't know as of the event is Tuesday, and I still don't know if I have to travel yet. And I'm like, I need to tell my manager, I need to tell my pet sitter, you need to tell me what I need to do.
It's definitely stressful organizing that kind of stuff, but I will say I do think it's kind of cool to be able to travel for work.
Not where I'm going.
No?
Rural North Carolina.
Have you been there before?
No.
Well, then how do you know there's not something cool there?
I think the KKK is there. That's
Probably.
Not very cool. That's not very cool.
That's not cool. You're right.
Yeah, other than that, I don't know. Maybe I'll be surprised.
Hmm.
What else? What else is in rural North Carolina? Well, Bree, our mutual friend, is not where I'm going, but they are in North Carolina.
Close enough that you could go visit them, or?
Maybe. It would be a very long drive. Well, is it close enough? It's an inconvenient amount of distance away. So it would be a long drive. But yeah.
Probably not possible for a shorter trip.
Unless I make if I have to go, I make my returning airport Raleigh. Then I drive to Raleigh from the supplier, and then I stay at Raleigh for a weekend and then just get a hotel on my dime. But the flight back, I just fly out of Raleigh for. Maybe I did that in California last year. Worked out. Like a week before the Palisades fires, which was wild. But anyway, yeah. I was working a lot, and I had a lot of like union stuff I've been doing. So like work adjacent things. I don't think I've given myself enough time to play games. So I really want to do that today, over the next week. My fantasy of playing Death Stranding seems like it's like everything else I commit to in gaming, maybe not coming to fruition. I think I'll probably just at least be on the Switch 2 train for like the next week or so, trying to play it, see what's going on. I guess, I never played Tears of the Kingdom. That's enhanced on Switch 2. And I have Tears of the Kingdom from a Black Friday sale that I've been waiting to play. And I'm like...
Have you ever heard of Breath of the Wild?
I beat Breath of the Wild.
I know.
I beat it. But to your point, Bree, I did not play the DLC. So that would be an excuse to go back and play it on Switch 2 enhanced.
Yeah.
With their new Zelda Note software, it looks cool.
Oh, okay. Can we take like a brief pause and like, Sam, I don't know if you've heard of this app. There is something that comes with the Nintendo Online that's called Nintendo Music. And I can't tell you guys how incredibly passionate I feel about this app. It is something that I wish I had in my life much, much, much sooner. And I wish that other companies had it, or there was like some sort of contribution that was like a bunch of video game soundtracks, because the app takes advantage of the way that video game music is written, in that like when you open, like, let's say that there's a track, let's say you're like, oh, you know what, I want to feel like I'm just hanging out on like the Animal Crossing island. They have tracks, and when you play it, what you do is you can click this like extend to button, and then you can extend that one song for as long as you'd like. Or you can extend specific playlists for as long as you'd like. And it is basically, it's like listening, like you're sitting inside of that area in the video game. I need this with Hollow Knight. I need this with Nier. Like, I need this with like Stellar Blade. Like, I'm telling you, this is so incredible. Like, I cannot tell you guys how awesome this app is, and I cannot believe it has not existed.
Like the Zelda Notes app or the Switch Music? You're talking about the Zelda Notes app?
I'm talking about, no, I'm
app?
talking about Nintendo Music.
Nintendo Music, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's something, you have to have the Nintendo like subscription to do it, but it's like $3 or $4. And it is incredible. Incredible.
Yeah, I've also heard like on the Zelda Notes app, like when you walk with the app, if you're playing while, maybe it's built into the new Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, at least in Breath of the Wild, I've heard now, when you walk past certain landmarks, Zelda will just start talking, saying, do you remember this? This is where XYZ happened. Like the game is now, in the Switch 2 version, feeding you lore as you explore the world and go past and look at different things.
Yeah, I haven't seen that before.
That seems cool, though. It's like if Navi was useful,
Yeah, it's incredible. Like, genuinely, like, takes advantage of the way that video game music is actually intended to be listened to. So, really, really enjoy it. I hope they add more stuff, because if they do, Sam, you might need to get it. Because I know right now it's like all just like Zelda and Animal Crossing and stuff, which are incredible soundtracks. But I know you don't care about them so much. So,
yeah.
Come on, Sam. You've played one Zelda game.
Oh, sorry, babe.
Sam, what Zelda game have you played? Sam, you must have played at least one Zelda game in your life. One Mario game?
I haven't beaten any Zelda games.
But yeah, exactly.
I remember when I beat the original Legend of Zelda from the NES like 6 months ago. I don't recommend it.
I played a little bit of Ocarina, a little bit of Twilight Princess, a little bit of...
I love Twilight Princess.
Breath of the Wild.
So good.
Twilight Princess is so new metal, dude.
Twilight Princess is... that's what I want them to add to the Switch too.
All the nostalgia.
It's Twilight Princess, so...
Nah.
Sam, that's a Mario mug you're drinking from.
If you say so, Taylor.
Doesn't it look like it?
A little bit.
It's not, I can assure you.
Yeah, if you assure you. Okay. Anyway, we have a brief show today because people here will be reacting to the Xbox showcase in an hour. When
Yeah.
does it start?
Mm-hmm.
Like literally an hour. Yeah. So, but this past week, as of June 8th when we're recording, was a good time to come back because we got a state of play, right?
Mm-hmm.
We did.
And seemed like it was pretty decent. I didn't watch it live, but everything that was shown seems pretty solid. And I want to hand off the reins to one of you to go through the list, because I wrote a list up here that was incomplete, but
Sam, you've got this. I believe in you.
So, yeah, I guess touching on what you said first, like general thoughts about it. Like, I mean, I live reacted to it with Kev, and I said hot off the heels that I thought it was okay, not great. As I've sort of marinated on it a little bit more, I do think it was a pretty good state of play. Objectively, probably a great state of play. Just didn't have tons of like heavy hitting, really cool stuff for me. But we'll go through the list. I assume we have all watched it.
I have
At
watched the state of play. Yes.
Okay. Have you watched it, Taylor? Or
no,
Okay.
not. I've seen many of the trailers individually,
Sure.
but I haven't seen it as one presentation.
Sure. So we could go alphabetically, but it probably makes. I mean, I've got the list here as they were announced. So we end on the big one, so to speak. We started. Enhance is back. Luminous Arise, which is a PS5, PSVR 2 optional experience coming later this year. I'm not a massive Luminous guy, but I will stand by the fact that Tetris Effect is one of the most like powerful experiences I've had. So if they can come anywhere close to replicating that with a game that I don't really care about in Tetris, then I am going to be here for Luminous. Do either of you care about Luminous?
I
Played
don't
any
have any
Luminous?
feelings about it.
It looked really fun to play if I was under the influence.
Yeah,
An astute observation. I would agree
that
with
is
that.
pretty spot on. I cannot imagine if you were like on acid or something and you were playing Tetris Effect in VR. That's like so. Luminous, even just from the visuals they showed, seems to be ratcheting it up a knot or two. So exciting times. Gotta love Enhance. They make good stuff. It took me so long to realize, like disgustingly long to realize that it was Luminous. Thank you, Brandon, for pointing it out just as I clocked it. One that we definitely didn't need to be told what it was. Pragmata. It's alive, ladies and gentlemen. It's alive.
What?
It's not dead.
Yeah, I don't know how I felt about seeing that.
It's one of those where it could go either way, I think.
I'm not saying it can't be good. It just felt like it looked really clunky.
Interesting. Yeah, I think it could be one of those games where everything conceptually and like thematically, narratively is really cool, but they kind of came up with that first, and then the gameplay they tried to sort of. I would agree that it felt. I'm not putting words in your mouth, but sort of felt a bit mashed together, clunky, like you said.
Yeah,
whereas
they saw that one boss fight in Dark Souls, and they said, "Hey."
Yeah. I said on the stream as well that it reminded me quite a bit of The Surge. If anybody listening has played that, which is a Souls-like game where you're sort of in an exoskeleton and fighting a lot of mechanical robotic enemies, which isn't the best endorsement of the game, because I think the Surge is fine, and I can very easily see a world where Pragmata is just sort of fine, which is going to be a letdown, I think. Like, is this going to be the first time in a long time that Capcom kind of misses? I think maybe.
Maybe.
Guess
Yeah,
we'll see.
Talk thinks so too.
And it's still not a Kojima thing, because like he absolutely looks like Ludens. He looks like the mascot from Kojima Productions.
Yep.
That main character.
Oh, this one bums me out. Keep going. Next one.
Next one. Romeo is a dead man.
No interest in this whatsoever.
That is appalling behavior.
I need that to be removed from my memory.
That is just not allowed. Not allowed. Coming from Grasshopper, of course, Suit 51, No More Heroes fame. Like, I'm in.
Mm-mm.
It's just weird as hell. Well, I don't know what you expect from Suda, but
No More Heroes is fun, dude.
Yep.
The Switch port is great, actually.
And like, they're never games that are like super well polished. They do have like that little kind of janky feeling, but I think that it's never janky in like a broken way. It's just sort of a double A way, and I mean that endearingly. So that's coming 2026, same as Pragmata. So next year is looking insane. And
we
it
keep
just becomes
saying,
more
Sam,
and more insane every announcement that's made. Like, everything's coming in 2026, apparently.
GTA.
Everything. Yep.
Yeah.
Saros, tons of stuff.
Kirby Air Riders.
Who cares about that, let's be honest.
Whoa! Step Bro, what are you talking about?
Whoa.
Step Bro.
Whoa. I'm stuck. Speaking of being stuck somewhere, a Japanese schoolgirl is stuck in a cursed village. Silent Hill F.
Jesus Christ.
Was next up. I'm the king of the segue. I'm on board. I haven't yet dove fully into Silent Hill 2 remake, but that I think that is going to be my gateway drug back into the franchise.
You did not play the most recent one, right? I'm so sorry, you just said that, right?
Yeah, so I have started playing it, but I didn't finish it or anything. So
I really enjoyed it. I made my dad play it. He really enjoyed it, so it's good.
Yeah,
I'm a little hesitant on this one.
Interesting. Why?
I can't tell, because I realize that they're both Silent Hill games, and I also realize that it seems to be completely different studios, right? So could be like gaps in years of when the games were designed, could be different studios, could be whatever, but like I can't tell if the gameplay loop is going to be the same as the one I just played.
Right.
And if it's not, I don't know how they could, like, I don't want to say it's like the best game ever, but I'm saying like I think that they really had something in the remake, and so I'm just a little hesitant on this one. Because the gameplay from what it showed didn't look as fun, but I also don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Hard to gauge, especially because this is coming from, like, Silent Hill 2 was a Western team with Bloober, and now we've got a Japanese team working on it.
Yeah, which is like where the games originate.
Of course.
So it's like, obviously there's some kind of magic there that's like I have enough trust, and I'll definitely be playing it. I think the other thing that kind of turned me off with this game was like the cheesy voice acting. Like, not that it would be the voice actor's fault, but more just like the script, I guess. Felt a little cheesy. I sound like I'm being a hater. I really loved Silent Hill, the one I just played. So I'm very much going to be playing this. I'm just scared that this won't be as good, because then I'll be incredibly disappointed because I loved the last one so much.
Yeah. You love Silent Hill, don't you, Taylor?
He loves scary games.
Yeah.
Historically,
Yeah, famously so.
especially bathrooms in scary games.
I think don't I own Resident Evil 2 on PlayStation now? Resident Evil 2 PS4.
The new one?
I think I already own it on PlayStation.
You've got a cracking game waiting for you there, mate.
Now I have to sign in online. Let me check my PS app. Pretty sure I just bought it. Oh, it's making me sign in again there too. Fine.
We'll believe that you have it. I believe. I'm conjuring it for you.
Can you believe Annabelle went missing? Speaking of The Conjuring, that was crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Where is she?
Are you going to be playing this Silent Hill, Taylor? Silent Hill F?
I'd probably play the second game first.
Yeah, you would.
Uh,
And then after that, you'd probably go back and play all of the games that have ever released for the Silent Hill franchise, and then you'd play F.
Yeah, I have Silent Hill. I have Resident Evil 2 in my library. Yep.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, then next up was Bloodstained, the Scarlet Engagement.
Hell yeah.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah. I think
Brandon's
not
exciting.
many people were expecting this.
Mm-mm.
Coming out next year, prequel to the original Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night. Yeah, looked cool. I think gameplay didn't present quite as well, but if the original Bloodstained is anything to go off of, I think that once you're actually hands-on controller, I think that you won't have anything to worry about. I would hope. Who doesn't love Metroidvanias? You know, who doesn't?
I love Metroidvanias. I still need to play the first one, but I do really love it. There's also the crossover between Bloodstained and
Castlevania. No.
Blasphemous.
Oh yeah. Also.
Oh yeah.
It depends which Bloodstained you're playing, because there's Curse of the Moon, which was the 8-bit pixel game, and then there's Ritual of the Night, right, which is the more modern 2.5D.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one was the crossover for that game because I played them, but
right. I'm saying, but when you said the first Bloodstained, which one did you mean you were trying to play?
I don't know. Whatever. But it's like canonically first and everybody enjoys. If everybody enjoys the first one, then the first one.
I think, well, if you're an 8-bit fan, there's two. Well, there's the first one that came out was Curse of the Moon, which is like 8-bit Castlevania. And then the one that came out after that was like Symphony of the Night style Metroidvania.
Yeah, I don't usually it doesn't bother me to play like the older style games.
No, Shovel Knight's amazing. Right, Sam?
Yeah.
Good.
I absolutely agree.
Good answer.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man. I love it. Something I don't love. Digimon Story Time Stranger.
Yes!
I saw that. Genuinely, my reaction was to start laughing because I was thinking, how funny would it be if Sam was put on this game?
Woo!
One Digimon game for IGN has already been too much.
Woo!
So, no, thank you.
Woo!
Someone's excited.
I love
Digimon. I'm not going to play this game.
When I was a kid, there was this Digimon cartoon where it was the people were becoming Digimon. Like almost like they were becoming a Megazord from Power Rangers. I don't remember what it was called, but like it was the teenagers themselves were becoming the creatures. Not this Pokemon, you do what I say crap. But they themselves, and I never was able to track that down. Maybe Jordan Fringe on YouTube would know.
It'll be there somewhere, I believe. I mean, I'm sure Google can assist you with that one.
Digimon teens turn into monsters.
You know what show I liked? Sonic Underground. That was such a good show.
Okay, now we're just talking nonsense. You know?
Wait, was it Digi-Destined?
That sounds right, actually.
No. It's not what the show was called.
I think that's what they're called, though. Like, not the show, but like the
There's Digimon TV shows.
Oh no, that's just the name of the people that are selected.
So let's see.
Digimon Frontier.
Was it Fusion? No, that's too late. It must have been.
Yeah, so it's Digimon Frontier. I'm 100% confident. I'm on the wiki. It says, unlike the previous series, the main characters can merge with ancient spirits and legendary warriors to become Digimon themselves.
I knew it. Digimon Frontier. Give me a Digimon Frontier game, or don't waste my time.
Damn.
Okay.
Well, the one thing going for this Digimon game, as rough as it looks, is that I think inherently having an RPG is better than what Survive did, with it being primarily a visual novel, which I didn't like covering. So, I mean, technically Survive had like turn-based RPG stuff going on in it, but it was a visual novel first and foremost. So yeah, that's coming out October 3rd for those that care, but not I. Then
I mean, you will care.
I mean, no, I won't. Don't tell me what I will and won't do.
It's September when the IGN calls you.
I will say no. I will reject.
Too close to Yote.
Yeah.
I can't believe they're releasing so close to Yote. Keep going anyway.
Oh yes, because Yote is most certainly intimidated by Digimon Storytime Stranger.
That's the opposite of what I was saying, but yeah.
I see. Yeah, no, games are releasing on top of each other all the time nowadays. So yeah. Then Sean Benson and a rare appearance from Sid Schumann. They showed off. I know he used to be around, and then he's been gone for a few years. And
I have not heard his voice in so long.
With like I didn't note it on the live stream, like on the React. I was like, that's interesting. Why is he back? And he was there for no real reason, seemingly. Like he didn't add anything. There wasn't anything.
He was just there. He was just a vibe.
Yeah, which is fine. It's cool. Nice to see him again. Still kicking. They announced Final Fantasy Tactics remaster thingy majiggy. The Ivalice Chronicles.
There we go.
We kind of already knew about this, right? Like this was a known thing, been rumored for a long time. Basically confirmed by Jason Schreier that it was going to show up, but still big, I think, for people that care.
For people that like
care?
Tactics, this is big news.
I love it. I am so excited. Kevin's just...
I don't care.
Kevin is... Eric Andre let me in is what Kevin's probably like right now. Hearing us talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah, not for me. Not for me, I'm afraid. But that's coming out in September, end of September. Then Baby Steps.
I cannot wait for this game. I still need to play the other one, whose name I cannot remember.
Wait, it had a previous game?
Yeah, the Bennett Foddy.
Oh, Getting Over It?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize it was the same developer. Interesting. Yeah.
See, I want to play that one too. But anyways, it looks really good. I'm excited. I don't believe they've previously introduced what the premise of like the story would be, but they did this time, and I thought it was really funny. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to that. Any feelings about trying to walk around to go to the bathroom?
I mean, it's a daily struggle, you know.
To go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
We should probably get that looked at.
Yeah. People keep telling me that, but I haven't. All you gotta do is just swap out your underwears, and you're fine.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
Even if you make an oopsie,
you just get a new Gatorade bottle.
Exactly.
Do you just
Gold,
leave
what's
like?
up?
Do you leave like streaks when you get up from your bed?
Yeah,
God.
yeah. And the amount of streaks is how I can tell how long it's been since the last time.
It's the last time you washed your
cleaned
sheets.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's actually
Like
quite
7
useful.
streaks. Time to
Exactly.
wash.
Exactly. It's convenient.
Yeah. What happens if you accidentally get off on the other side?
Oh well. You know.
They'll never know how many days it was, I guess.
Now.
Yeah. Oh well.
Sam, you froze for me? No, now you're not frozen. Okay.
He was twerking.
That's right. Yeah, that's out also in September. So lots of September things. Then we had Hiragami. Highlights of the show.
I would agree with that.
Sort of a
It was really
strange tearaway kind of. I don't even really know what genre it is.
Platformer.
It
Puzzle,
looks like
platformer, kind of.
Yeah,
With some
definitely.
action. Yeah, really nice art style.
Mhm.
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's also coming out in September.
Yep, it is September 3rd.
I think that's actually the same day as Baby Steps. So
No, Baby Steps is September 8th.
Oh, okay. But again, just too close together. Too close.
They're touching.
Not like it. Tips.
Yeah. Truck sim. Yep.
Yep. That's
thanks for reminding
You know
me,
what?
Taylor.
Honestly,
I've forgotten, but I needed to know that. Thank you.
I honestly maybe that's actually what Taylor is doing.
I've not
When
been
he
playing Truck
says
Sim.
he's playing these games.
You can check my Steam
makes
profile.
sense.
Everybody's Golf is also coming out September 5th, guys.
I know Donnie Reese from PSVG is very excited for Hot Shots Everybody's Golf.
Why is everything coming out in September?
I don't know.
It's the stop it off. It's the
It's a month. He's having a stroke, guys.
I've been watching Nathan Fielder and it's very good. Anyway, what showed up next?
Everybody's Golf Hot Shots. Yeah.
Isn't that what I said? That's what we said. Toph, I know you love it. Ow.
Yay.
What are you doing? Get off of me. Jeez.
I don't think any of us care about golf, right?
I love it.
No, keep going.
Excellent. Next up, we had another trailer for Ninja Gaiden Ragebound.
Woo!
Looks sick. We'll get to it eventually.
Never played any of its Gaiden.
Is this a side scroller one or a new 3D one?
No, it's the 2D sort of.
I don't think that I've seen any games about dens where they're gay, but
okay.
Next one.
Next up, we have Kion.
Seriously?
So,
what is happening? Sam's having a stroke too.
Kion.
This one, I think, looks for like
again
that game that Taylor
we've
pitched.
seen and heard about.
Go ahead, Sam. I think your internet's delayed.
What?
Oh no, he can't speak.
What?
Shame.
What's happening?
I think your internet is having issues and or you're on a delay.
Help, save me. Save me. I'm hearing random words. It's cutting out. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Let's problem solve here.
No.
Let's problem solve.
Fix it now. 5, 4.
I'm all
3.
good. It's saying I'm all good. So I don't think there's a problem on my side. I'm just saying. Yeah, Karen's coming. It's got a demo out now, I believe. For those that care. Thanks for endorsing my joke, everybody.
Taylor.
What is going on?
Taylor,
What do you mean, what's going on?
Yeah, Bree.
I think that you'd really like this game. When you had pitched a climbing game, I believe it was almost exactly this game.
Yeah, someone stole my idea.
Yeah, so I think you should add it to your wish list.
Karen, right?
Yep.
Karen.
You should at least play the demo just to see.
Assuming I'm still here, like nothing's wrong on my end, but am I still here?
You're still there. Wait.
Excellent. Thanks for actually not gaslighting me. Appreciate that.
I said wait. No, sorry, Bree.
Next up is Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection.
Oh, yeah, which
big old bundle of old Mortal Kombat games. Not for me.
So that
Don't
includes.
care.
I don't care, but I also don't remember.
Mortal Kombat 2,
It's a lot of them, though.
Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat 4, Mortal Kombat Advanced, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, Mortal Kombat Tournament Edition, and something that they've not revealed that has 3 question marks on the PS blog post about it. So it's going to be the 2D ones. It's not like they're porting Mortal Kombat X or PS3 era Mortal Kombat or anything like that, or PS2 era.
No, it is just classics. But yeah, again, cool for people that want it. Big old fighting focus here in this state of play.
Unfortunate.
Next up, we got the Project Defiant wireless fight stick. I mean, it's wireless. It does also have a wired option, which I saw some people getting frustrated over. But you can wire it if you want it to be wired to reduce latency, I guess, is what they do that for.
They haven't released the price yet.
No. Also, Project Defiant isn't its official name, so they will be called something else. I mean, it's a big thing for PlayStation to make one internally. Makes sense considering they own Evo. Why not have your own proprietary fight stick that you can market for that event and outside of it as well, obviously. And it just maybe it plays into the big thing at the end of the state of play as well.
The thing nobody cares about?
Apparently so.
Over under 250.
This one, that's a good question.
I think under. Maybe not by much, but I do think under.
Yeah, I think it would have to be.
It's probably going to be like 150 to 200 is my guess.
I'm going to say 149.99 is my bet.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we had not really much of anything for Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater.
You guys hear this guy?
We are.
Do you want to tell him or do you want me to tell him?
To what?
I don't know.
Tell me what.
Your internet is cutting in and out, friend.
Tell you why, Sam.
Nothing is wrong. I have a wired internet connection. It's not shaky at all. Nothing's going wrong. You're gaslighting me. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Okay.
Not happy. No. Well, assuming I'm still here.
Mm-hmm.
Metal Gear Solid Delta. Just another boring trailer reminding you it's there. We're verging on Deathloop levels of overexposure. Stop having trailers for this game. For the love of God.
I will say this game told me, because to be fair, never played a single Metal Gear game ever. So this did like give me like an idea of what the game would be, whereas like none of the others like did. The rest of them were just kind of like vibes. This one was like actual gameplay. So I did like at least kind of understand a little bit more like what this game was, you know.
Fair.
But I do agree, too many trailers.
You like Metal Gear Solid, don't you, Taylor?
I intend to play Metal Gear Solid. But I need to play...
A momentous occasion. Yes,
You
to play all the Metal
50.
Gears.
I need to play 1 and 2 first.
You have to play the first 50.
But you don't, though.
Sam?
They're starting with 3 for a reason, because it's the first chronologically.
But I won't be able to appreciate what they changed from the original release. So, Sam, you really recommend playing 3 as the first game in the first Metal Gear Solid experience?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I played Metal Gear Solid 5 first, actually. Which doesn't count.
Yeah, I mean, like, I haven't played 3 in a long time, but it is completely detached from everything that came before it because it's a prequel. So, like, yes, you'll see characters from Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2, but you're actually getting the introduction to those characters and who they are.
Can I ask, what is a
Yes.
solid delta?
The opposite of a liquid delta.
Okay.
Or a gas delta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's it? That's all the information you have for me?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know why you specified solid delta, because, like...
Well, because the game is called Metal Gear, right? So...
No, it's Metal Gear Solid.
No, the original Metal Gear was on NES in the 80s, Sam.
Taylor, you're not helping.
So if the original name is Metal Gear, then wouldn't the second part be Solid Delta?
She has a point.
Taylor, no, she doesn't. What's happening today?
Where's the Delta coming from?
Who knows?
Because why is there more? It feels like Delta is a subname, but then we have Snake Eater as the subname. So I'm confused. What's happening?
Well, the Delta is like obviously Greek letter of the alphabet, but it's like the change, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So they're using Delta as the signifier. So Metal Gear Solid is the name of the franchise. Delta is the indicator that it's like the remake, and then they've got Snake Eater as the original subtitle. So they're not having it Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater as it usually was, because they're going to go chronologically in terms of story, which is why they are starting with Snake Eater.
So there'll be next one will call Delta 2.
Yes, or Delta Sons of Liberty. And then they might just have Metal Gear Delta for the original Metal Gear Solid. I don't know. It'll be interesting, but I think that's it's a clunky naming scheme for sure. But I get what they're going for. So
you really think
tell where the comma is?
Reddit's saying I should play the first game first. Told you.
Yes. Trust everything you read on Reddit, my boy. Yeah, but you're probably reading like some ultra purist dude.
Yeah,
who's
yeah.
like- yeah.
Some white supremacist. Yeah.
That's not the same thing.
You said purist, Sam. And it's
that's
Reddit. So the
Blood
still
probability.
not- okay, excellent. Welcome to 4chan, everybody.
Oh God.
Next up, we had Neo 3, which is a nice reveal from Team Ninja. Coming next year. Pretty sick. Neo's great. People should
I
play
haven't
it.
played them. Can you believe that? I can't believe it.
Yeah. I didn't finish Neo 2. I played all of Neo 1.
Pathetic.
You not finishing a game? What's wrong with you?
Pathetic. I hate Sam.
Like role play as you for a day, Bree. And I didn't like it, so I never did it again.
So go back and finish it.
One day I will. Yeah, Neo 3. Like, I don't think there's much to say. It just looks like more Neo, which is cool. But they are switching it up, it seems.
I get it. Because it's not on the Switch. Never mind.
None of the Neo games have been on the Switch, but okay.
Ooh, maybe I'll get Dark Souls on the Switch.
Oh, why have we opened up this kind of worms? Yeah, it's more killing yokai and
Not Yote,
apparently
though.
you can those are two very different things yet again. But you can turn into like a ninja, it seems. Like the dude went from a samurai into a ninja, so maybe they are
No, that's what he's saying.
aping some of the Tsushima
Didn't they say
energy.
anything about like ninja mode or something like that? I
Yeah.
can't remember.
So I guess maybe they are, because you had like the versatility of how you approached like enemy encampments in Neo, in the same way you do with some other Souls-like esque games, depending on your build and stuff. But maybe they are more explicitly saying you can have a stealth approach if you wish, which is interesting. I don't know how that would work, but I have faith because both Neo games are fantastic. So you guys haven't played them, but I would encourage you to, because I know we have similar taste in Souls-like stuff. So
Yeah, I will. I also need to play Sekiro, but
I need to resume Demon Souls.
Yeah.
And Elden Ring. It's never going to happen.
Yeah. And Bree's just going to go back to Dark Souls. So
yeah, I
Duskbloods next year.
want to.
So Bree, we'll be playing Duskbloods. Right?
Yeah. You want to play Night Rain with me? Sam refuses.
Do I have to beat the base game for that?
No, they're unrelated.
Night Rain is a.
I'd rather play. I don't know. I want to beat. I don't know. I want to play Returnal with you guys.
That sounds like a no, Bree.
Yeah, it does sound like a no.
I'm scared of Night Rain. What if it's scary and like hard and scary?
Sam, this is your fault. I don't know how, but
Yeah, everything is.
Remember Monster Hunter?
anything else? I'm just kidding. Anything else from the same?
From the SOP?
I can glide past this one,
I'm
even though I probably will jump into it at some point. Thief VR Legacy of Shadow got announced.
I am kind of bummed. Like the IGN thing, Thief is back as a VR game. Like I really wanted to play the original, and then my friend talked me out of it because he said it wasn't that good.
The 2014 Thief or like Thief Gold from like 1998?
No, the 2014 one.
Yeah, don't play that one.
But I really wanted it to be good, and I like want to play. Like the idea of this game is really cool to me.
Thief Gold on PC. It's a little old, but it still holds up.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Bree, please.
Not happening.
Sam's played Thief, right?
Yeah.
All right. Aren't you special?
I don't know what answer you wanted from me, but
historically, Sam hasn't beaten a lot of games, so
yeah.
Toph, would you shut up?
Next up is Tides of Tomorrow, which is a asynchronous multiplayer game from the people who did Road 96. I like Road 96 a lot as a narrative game. Me and Kev both agreed this could be interesting, but it depends entirely on how well executed it is. where like the cause and effect of other players' choices as you progress through the story dictates your own, and vice versa. If that's implemented really well, I think that could be quite compelling. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, that's how I feel about most multiplayer games at this point. Is like you're pitching a lot of multiplayer games to me.
Yeah.
And they all kind of look the same, so I'm just gonna kind of wait until other people are like, "Hey, this is good."
Yeah. Next up, Taylor's game of the year, Astrobot.
I'm gonna play it.
Getting some another round of free DLC on July 10th. Another 5 challenge levels. I think
I was
Bree,
kind of right.
You were. I was completely wrong. So you beat me there fair and square. I was sort of under the assumption that they had just moved on, but I would assume this probably is the last round of stuff.
Yeah, I would agree.
But it's cool that we're getting more. And I think from the way that they're wording it, it isn't going to be a staggered weekly thing. Like we're just going to get all 5 of these levels on the 10th, which is also pretty cool. I don't know that really the weekly stagger worked all that much. I know it was like a promo beat that they could do each week, put a nice tweet out, but it was like the tweet came out and then you play a 2.5 minute level and then you're done. So yeah, we get Atsu, Ghost of Yote bot. We don't know any of the others. They're playing quite coy. They said fan favorite. Mild spoilers, Taylor, about what a bot that isn't in the base game. Is this where we get something Final Fantasy?
Maybe.
No
I don't
Clive,
think so, but
or no Clive. I mean, sad.
No, there's nothing Final Fantasy in the game so far. I would be amazed if, like, surely Cloud, right? Like because Cloud wasn't in Playroom, but the Buster Sword was in one of those levels. So I don't know why. And like again, I won't spoil this, but like other Square Enix characters are in Astrobot as bots. So hopefully they get that across the line. And they're teasing something special happens if you complete these last 5 challenge levels in that galaxy that appeared. So whether that's like a super secret 6th level or something else, I don't know, but
I'm
I'll be
behind.
excited to find out.
I haven't played any of the extra levels.
Well, you've got a big old batch to go back to, Bree. So that's exciting. Then we're nearing the end. Sea of Remnants was next. This is like a Sea of Thieves clone, essentially. So it seems where you're all like puppets. Interesting aesthetically, but like Sea of Thieves didn't do anything for me. So I really, really, really sincerely doubt this will either.
Yeah, this is not for me.
But fair enough. I guess it's a niche that hasn't got tons of games in it. It's got Sea of Thieves and Skull and Bones, if you want to count that. But outside of that, there aren't many pirate games around these days. So
Assassin's Creed 4 remake, baby.
it's happening, Taylor. It's like
God.
basically official. It's just when it gets announced.
I'm gonna play it so hard again.
So am I. Hell yeah. All those shanties.
I love the shanties, dude.
Yep. Go whaling.
What do we do with the drunken sailor?
What?
Whaling's unethical, Sam. How did you do that in the original game?
I mean, it is,
was
but you
thinking of
need
3.
the resources to upgrade your ship and stuff. So
Sorry, what, Bree?
I was thinking of 3. I hate 3. It didn't make it past to get to 4. So.
Three's a bit.
I think 3's aged okay with time, but I would say definitely overall it's weaker than either of the games on either side of it. So
yeah, shockingly, every single game before 3 I played and like beat.
Oh.
And then 3 just smacked me upside the head and said, "You're done."
Yeah.
Haven't played an Assassin's Creed since.
You aren't missing much, I assure you. Although I did really like Odyssey.
I really want to play Odyssey. I've been listening to Epic the Musical a lot, so.
But I'm a Greek history nut, so they've got me fair and square there. Sword of the Sea finally
Which-
has a release date.
Bree just picked
It
up
in
in
fantasy. No,
yeah.
no
You did
names. But
indeed.
I'm
Coming
shocked I
out
didn't have to fight anybody for that.
in August, which is nice and close. Also launching day one as a PS Plus game, so people can dive in. And I would, if their previous games are anything to go off of, I highly encourage people take advantage of that and dive in. It looks beautiful, but I guarantee you that the traversal and gameplay are going to be
Incredible.
captivating and addictive as Pathless and everything else has been that they've done. So sick. Good to know it's finally coming. You know, it's good to get release dates for that and baby steps because we've heard about them for years. Then near the end, 007 First Light surprisingly showed up here, which we weren't expecting, but it got its first gameplay-ish, story-ish trailer. I don't know that this is really doing anything for me. I mean, Taylor, you said it. I was kind of hoping that it was going to be more Uncharted. And I think that it is more Uncharted than anything IO has done before, but it didn't blow my socks off, this trailer.
Seems more like adapted Hitman than Uncharted, which I guess is a brand for IO.
Yeah. I think that's knocked it out of the park. I think that's exactly how I feel, where it's Hitman with a James Bond skin, which could still be great, but
they're probably using the same engine.
No doubt. Bree is the number one James Bond fan in the world, though. So
never seen a single one.
That's strange because you've seen like almost every movie ever. So that's weird. That's weird.
That is weird.
Interesting that they didn't go with not that it matters, but the scuttlebutt was they were being cagey about showing Bond's face because it was going to be like a big name actor. And I know who the actor is for Bond, but it's not really a big name, which isn't a problem. But I also think that might unfairly cause some people to be a little bit more sort of like about the game. Because it doesn't have like the star power that a Bond film would usually have.
Nice to say, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. And then the last announcement, which was technically, I guess, the biggest announcement of the show, Marvel took on Fighting Souls, which is a 4v4 tag team fighting game from Arc System Works, coming next year, exclusive console wise. Also releasing day and date on PC.
Boo.
So Bree, you love this clearly.
I cannot tell you how much I do not want to play this game.
It looks fun. What's wrong, man?
I don't like fighting games. I don't like heroes. None of this is for me.
Yikes. Taylor, you seem to disagree. What are your thoughts?
It looks great. Who doesn't want to see Marvel superheroes kicking the crap out of each other with Arc System Works gameplay engine?
Bree is raising her hand for audio listeners.
Okay. Nope. Fired.
Yikes. Coming in and wrecking the joint.
I was talking to Scott.
I see. That makes sense. Yeah. I mean, it's undoubtedly a big deal. For everyone, I think it's a level up for Arc System Works.
Except for Xbox.
I mean, yeah. And Switch, I guess.
Well, they've Smash. They're fine.
Yeah, that's true. Xbox should just bring back Killer Instinct and they'd be okay. Yeah.
Please God, bring back KI. K 2013 is the best Xbox.
And
game.
imagine all of the IP that they now own that they could cross over with
has
it.
ever heard of.
It was a launch title for the Xbox One, so you're right. Most people didn't hear about it. It
What's
literally
the
did
Xbox
get
One?
lost in the shuffle. What?
What's the Xbox One?
Yep. Same.
Yeah, and they own so much IP now that they could have tons of crossovers in KI just with their own IP, not just external IP. Yeah, it's a big deal. It's a level up for Arc System Works. I think it's good that we have a Marvel fighting game for that crowd, particularly considering that Capcom doesn't seem to want to do MVC4. Getting it exclusive is, I think, obviously, undeniably a very smart move for Sony to have pitched the game to Arc System Works and then onto Marvel. I don't really care about it. Same as Bree, in the sense that I don't love fighting games really at all. But it doesn't change the fact that it being Marvel branded does inherently pique my interest more than any other thing would. But I'm still not bought in yet. So it will, I assume this is going to be like a full price premium thing. Because most other big fighting games are Street Fighter, Tekken, all of the above, Mortal Kombat. I don't see this being any different. Would be interesting to see if they did actually release it at the $40 thing, same as their other live service games. Because they're going to monetize the ever loving shit out of this game with cosmetics.
Yeah.
So maybe they do undercut on price and get people in that way on top of the Marvel thing.
Yeah, I think if they've given everybody enough notice that if everybody just saves all of their money from now until the game comes out, they can buy, at least a couple cosmetics.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that is the takeaway, even if we don't care about fighting games all that much. This is setting itself up to, if things go well, be that next massive live service in quotes hit for Sony. They're publishing, they're funding. XDev are heavily involved in the development, so they are all hands on deck with this game, and I think that is a very savvy move. Unfortunate, I guess, for us sort of diehards that want more traditional first party stuff, because this is technically first party because they're publishing and that's how they classify these things. But there's actual first party, it's just shame that we didn't really get anything big, but we are getting the Ghost of Yote State of Play next month, which will be exciting, no doubt.
I'm honestly tempted to not watch it.
I think I will watch it, but I will probably be skimming it more than anything. Where if I start seeing stuff that is verging on story spoilers and indications of other things like that, I'll probably kick headphones off. But for gameplay and exploration, I think I'm more open to seeing how they've advanced stuff.
I think I'm just gonna go in and experience it, probably.
Yeah.
It's I know the game's gonna be good regardless, so it's not like I'm worried about it.
Very true.
So.
Very true. But yeah, that was the state of play. If we had to, not that this is really meaning anything, if we had to give it something out of 10, Taylor, what would we give it out of 10?
I didn't watch it.
What would you give it out of 10? Just
7.
based on what we talked about.
Good. 7.
Yeah. Bree?
A 5.
Oof. I think I'll give it a 7.5.
Oh God, loyalist.
Way too high.
Sure. I'll give it a 2.
Good job. Now you keep your job.
That's right. I think it was good. Obviously, I'm frustrated as well about the lack of substantive first party talking about things, especially because there wasn't really anything at Summer Games Fest from them either. which I think was the assumption that it wasn't at State of Play, so it will be at Summer Game Fest. But Summer Game Fest was kind of a wet fart as well. So, like, I guess either they will have something at Gamescom, I'm sure.
It was a silent but deadly fart. I don't know what you mean by wet fart.
Yeah, I mean, but the wet ones are just more like insulting, you know. That's like abrasive.
Yeah, it's insulting, but like also like they didn't say anything, hence the silence. And it stank.
I mean, I guess I was using the wet more as like just for the event as a whole, not specifically Sony. If you're talking Sony, then it would be the silent kind.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Like, if they don't have anything to say at Gamescom, then it's going to turn into a shart. And if they don't have anything to say in like a September State of Play, which you would assume they will also do,
they will fully poop their pants.
Then we've gone to streaking the bed territory. So,
so they finally made it maybe towards where you are.
Yeah.
People wipe your butts, please.
Like, because we know we're seeing Saros gameplay this year. Has Mike have said that? And I don't think that they can go into next year without having announced something else. So we could feasibly be waiting all the way up until the Game Awards before seeing something, technically. But I would hope that still within the next 2 or 3 months we'll have some kind of.
At this point, I don't think I'd be shocked if they showed nothing.
Who knows with Sony these days, man? Who knows?
They're too quiet for me.
Yeah. I mean, they are talking, but they just aren't. They're just spreading them out. So
does it count as talking when you're not saying anything?
Well, I guess it depends on how long you quantify not speaking as not saying anything.
CEOs can say a lot of stuff and not say anything.
Yeah. It's okay, though, because we had the State of Play, which was a PS5 showcase, and then we had Summer Games Fest, which was a PS5 showcase, and then we're about to get another PS5 showcase and the Xbox showcase. So,
oh wow,
we've actually had 3 shows for PlayStation
in 10 minutes. So we should actually wrap this up.
Sick.
All right. Well, thanks y'all so much for listening. These 2 weirdos have to go watch Xbox stuff, and I have to go make breakfast, and then I have a meeting that's not games related in 20 minutes. So
exciting.
Thank y'all so much for listening. You can find us on YouTube, Save the Game Media, Discord, Patreon, Extra Life. Links are on the show notes. Where can people find you, Sam?
Anywhere and everywhere at Sam Heaney, Heaney. All
right. Sweet. How about you, Bree? You
can find me at Fabulous Brianna, FabulistBreanna.
All right. Oh, your Switch 2's in the background. Nice. I have an open. Whoa.
Woo.
Woo.
The screen's actually really big compared to my other one. So.
Oh, geez. Well, thank you guys. Until next time. Oh, you can find me at Discord.